and nothing. We are 20 days away from the race. Everything is very tight. The material is in the United States. Let's hope it arrives next week.
We are already in Valencia. We give the course.
Hello everybody. We start a new episode of the Curata of the RB. We have it here. Valves, seats have been made. The valves were bent. Goyo has done a spectacular job. He has made the diameter of the seats bigger because the valve is 1 millimeter bigger. He has made all the edges so that they close perfectly, so that they hold and do not burn. We are doing tubing of the Curata. Here we are measuring the capacity of the combustion chamber. And now we need to measure the engine. The engine capacity will be very little because the piston goes up to the top and it is flat. It will be the gap between the rings and nothing else. With the amount of liquid that remains in the engine above the piston, with some formulas, we get the thickness of the gasket we need. We have the one we had, which was 1.2, and we have bought one of 0.72, I think it was. So we are going to measure, and we'll see what gasket we need. If with the 1.2 we are doing well, we have to lower the gasket, and if not, we will lower the Curata a little bit to get the right ratio. We're probably looking to raise it a little bit. We were, I think, at 9.1, and we're going to try to leave it at 9.5 so that the engine will perform a little bit better. We're going on, we're going to go with the engine, and we're going to get the capacity that fits in the piston. Let's go to... We're going to put the part. And we are going to put the liquid. Let's see how much fits in here.
Here, as I said before, the piston closes all the way at the top. So we've put it on the top dead center. And since it closes all the way up, you won't fit anything in the ring gap. Now it is filling up.
Well, we have already taken out the capacity. Well, family, before assembling the Curata upside down, I'm going to explain to you what the VTC is. Since I have previously told you that we have modified for VTC and I have not explained what it is. The VTC is the variable timing system that varies the advance of the intake camshaft. An RB30 engine does not have an oil gallery to run in variable timing because it is a single camshaft Curata without variable timing. We adapt the variable with the RB30 block. We take the gallery here, put a plug in, plug it here, and open a new gallery here on the side that goes up. And here we have a new oil injection to move the VTC. Then this tube goes directly to an oil inlet of the block or the filter. And so we already have the oil pressure supply to move the distribution forward or backward. As you have seen in the video, we have checked the full calle of the combustion chamber. We have realized that this curata, which is almost new, is repaired only once. Having 1 millimeter thicker curata, because it is not planned only once, we have even less capacity than the old curata. Why is that? Because it has been repaired so many times already. That curata has been rolling since 2014. It has been repaired already so many times that the valves have gone way down inside the seat. What happens? As the valves go down, more fluid capacity fits in it. Therefore, we lower the compression ratio. Now, we had a 0.76 gasket ready. We had a 0.76 gasket ready because we thought that we would have to take that millimeter off the gasket, and we thought we would have to, we even thought that we had to touch the curata to be able to recover the compression that we had before. We have been talking to Goyo, we have made some checks, and it turns out that as the valves are more up, because the seats are new, the capacity is lower, and the compression ratio goes up. So we wanted to raise it to 9 because we were working at almost 8, even a little bit less than 8.1. And now we wanted to raise it to 9. What's going on? We talked to Gerard. He has it impossible. And for this race, we can't do electronics. We have decided with Joan that we are going to mount the old 1.2 gasket. We are going to raise the compression a little bit because the truth is that it fits less liquid capacity and it will go up a little bit more. We have said that it would be about 8.25. And let's hope that with the same electronics that we are using, that we will not change anything, or at most we will take out a little bit of advance and it will work perfectly. For the next race, we will disassemble, we will lower the cylinder head, we will mount the 0.7.6, and we'll go up to 9 and we'll do electronics again, and then we'll leave it at full throttle. For the moment, we are going to mount it as it is. We are going to mount the exhaust manifold. We are going to put the cylinder head on top of the block. We'll mount screws and so on, and we're going to do it. This is important. Whenever you mount a manifold, you have to blow it out before, because anything could have been left inside. Any little bit that has fallen on the flag, whatever it is. Start the engine, it goes to the turbo and brakes. this is the worst moment. Here, what can easily happen is that when tightening, a bolt goes up, takes the aluminum of the cylinder head, and we have to disassemble everything again, put it in the ecoy, and reassemble it again. Luck is smiling on us. It's getting to be time. And we have been able to tighten all of us without the aluminum going up.
Wait, we haven't started yet.
Now I am more or less from memory putting the thickness of tappets in each cylinder. That more or less the ones I have put, I am going to write them down to have it fresh and to pass it to Goyo that leaves it already put in all that we have done. And this way we will already know if they disassemble which one goes in each place. Now it comes to put the stud, the washer, the nut, to tighten it to kilos, then mount the small pieces. This that we cannot mount the manifold. And then mount the oil, the drain, the turbo, distribution, and start it. Almost nothing. As you can see, Xavi is tightening the stock. Always has to be a pattern as marked by the manufacturer, this time from the center to the tips in. Cross normally always comes a manual 120. I have already told you always comes a manual from the manufacturer of the screws, or depends on whether it is an original car. On the subject of the cylinder head, tighten this a lot, stretch it.
I don't know, it doesn't jump.
No, it's A and B, A and B. I don't remember what to tell, huh? Like this is tight, huh?
Well, normally there is a reference in the manual on how to tighten it. It is tightened crosswise towards the outside and in several stages. In this case, in ARP bolts, which are bolts that do not stretch, it always goes with newtons less, never with degrees, because there is no stretching.
Okay, and simply this. Follow the manufacturer's mark and tighten as marked by the manufacturer.
For the assembly, we are going to use Amsoil's H&L V. It's a very good product, really. We are going to put the spark plugs so that nothing gets hung up. Something always ends up falling inside. Plug all the holes, guys. When we can. What we have said before, it is important to always check that there are no objects or foreign objects or strange things inside. Clean it, if it can be with solvent, iron cleaner, or whatever it may be. So we save us some scare. We could have mounted the manifold outside. We have mounted the cylinder head and left it to mount on the issue, and it passes perfectly. I thought it didn't pass. Now we only need to mount it. Well, we have already mounted all the tappets. We have lubricated them well with the HNLV of AmSoil. And now we are going to mount the camshafts. We are going to mount the timing. We are going to check the adjustment if it has been well within the setting. And we continue caps, tubes, pim pam, and let's see if we start it up. A curiosity that we've been doing for, since 2015, that these shafts are mounted. At that time, they did not manufacture shafts for variable distribution, or you went from a variable to a fixed pulley without variable distribution. Then Sergey of MG Specific Works, at the time we made an invention. We covered the screws that take the pulley, made a central hole, remade all the variable pulley socket, and a hole was drilled to take the oil pressure to be able to regulate the variable pulley, which is what Joan explained earlier. Joan, that takes the pressure from that tube there.
La 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 la.
We're checking the setup to see if it's been done right. And it looks like Joan has nailed it. Yes. If we have these two left, and they are perfect, we go on, come on. We are assembling, there is less time to go.
Piece of my life. No, don't let me waste my time. And me, a piece of my life. Don't let me waste my time. And me, a piece of my life. Don't let me waste my time. And me, a piece of my life. Don't let me waste my time.
Now I'm already assembling, fitting the coils of the overhead. All that's left is to assemble the tube, the water lines, put water in and test it, and it starts up. There is nothing else left. To see if there is strong, starts the first and everything is in order. Only this collector gasket that I do not like as it has been, but well, we will try to see how it goes. To see if it goes in or...
Hear that the thing is going to end badly when my body only moves for the rhythm. You've been waiting for me. La 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 la.
No, come on, we're gonna kick me out.
Open it. La 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 la.
You want to or don't you?
Well, it's all assembled, we've already started, everything's perfect, there's a small leak, we've repaired the oil, nothing, we're happy, the engine is running smoothly. Nothing, we are happy, the engine is running very smoothly. Goyo's work has been spectacular because it sounds, I think it sounds like never before. And nothing, tomorrow morning we will be calmer. We are going to finish assembling 4 pipes and we are going to go out to the street and we are going to try a little bit to see how it responds. Tomorrow we will continue. We have the car running, we have finished assembling the cylinder head. Everything works perfect at the end. We are going with the compression ratio very similar to the one we had because we did not have similar to the one we were using because we can't change the electronics. We are going to see how it behaves in Valencia. And nothing, when we arrive from Valencia, we are going to start disassembling. We are going to change a few things in the cylinder head. We are going to put the compression ratio where we want it. And we are going to do electronics again. Nothing. Here ends the video. See you in the next video, which will be a summary of the race this weekend. Let's hope that Joanna does a good job with the car and that Zaya behaves well. The car that Zaya also behaves, and I do a good role also in my category. And nothing, we wait for you in the next. And nothing, we wait for you in the next video. And note, we have just finished We are leaving and we are going to the limit. We have finished. Just in time, and that it works. I guess it does. And nothing, family. We wait for the next video.